morning. Damn, because it's 12 after midnight here in H-Town. Welcome to another edition of Let's Talk Houston Rockets post-game style, KG After Dark. Boy, I was about to come on here. I thought I was going to smile and say, see, Rockets got one. Rockets got one. Beat the Clippers. But nope, Paul George went from thinking up the joint late in the fourth quarter to being the hero, went from GOAT to hero in a matter of minutes because he had 3 turnovers in the whole game. 3 turnovers in the whole game, and all 3 of them were in the fourth quarter down the stretch, which helped the Rockets take a lead, 93-88. Only to see the Rockets lose 95-93. Paul George hit a huge 3, and they hit a tough bucket over Eric Gordon. Stole the ball from Eric Gordon. Man, Brazil. Najid, how are you doing? Brazil, welcome. So it was competitive. I got to say that it was competitive. But, all right, who was the first person? First comment from Blizzard Man. This one on Silas. How? Tell me how. Explain to me how this is on Steven Silas, please. He got him up 5. Eric Gordon lost the ball. Eric Gordon got a layup attempt to tie the game up at 95, and he missed it. And let's talk numbers. Let me put up the numbers as well for the fans. Look at these numbers. Okay? KJ Martin had a hell of a game. KJ was great. Rockets' best player. 23 points, 9 for 17. He was one of the few Rockets to shoot above 500 on his shot attempts. Jalen Green, once again, struggled. Look at Jalen Green's numbers. 4 for 17 from the floor. 1 for 5 from 3. 4 for 7 from the foul line. You want Coach Silas to trust him? Eric Gordon had a layup to tie the game, and he missed it. Eric Gordon, vet, got stripped by Paul George. Eric Gordon played a very good game up until the final moments. He didn't come through. Lost the ball. You go to your vet. What did the Clippers do? They went to their vet. Paul George came through. But there was a moment. Let me just read the stat line for Paul George from, let's see here. 403, Paul George, lost ball, turnover. 346, Paul George, bad pass, turnover. 321, Paul George, foul, turnover. That's Paul George. Rockets were up 90-86 at that point. Rockets led 93-88 with 1:27 left. I'll say this. The Clippers tried immensely to give this game away by stop doing things that work for them, like pick and roll with Paul George and Zubac. Got dudes like Reggie Jackson clanging bricks all over the place. Reggie Jackson, going back to the reason why Detroit got rid of him, struggled, and kept shooting. 2 for 11, over 6 from 3. Luke Kennard, 2 for 6 from 3. Marcus Morris Sr., 1 for 7 from 3. And they kept shooting. What worked for the Clippers was the George Zubac pick and roll. That's what got them back in the game and helped them take the lead. They went with what worked. Basketball ain't hard. They played well and lost. Okay? And Şengün couldn't defend the pick and roll with Zubac. He struggled against pick and roll with Zubac. He gave up that dunk. So, come on. I mean, let's be here. Let's be clear about this. But Alp struggles in pick and roll. Jalen Green missed free throws. Is that Coach Silas' fault? KJ Martin missed free throws. Is that Coach Silas' fault? That's down the stretch. This is the Rockets. They were right there, and didn't seal the deal. They didn't close the deal. They didn't get it done down the stretch. This is a frustrating loss, for sure. 4 for 7 from the foul line for the Rockets in the fourth quarter. KJ missed 2 of them. Jalen Green split. That's the 3 free throws right there. They missed. They were 6 for 20 from the floor in the fourth quarter. The Clippers were 7 for 18. 4 for 7 from 3. 4 for 7 from the foul line. 3 for 20. 6 for 20 from the floor in the fourth quarter. The Clippers were 7 for 20 from the floor in the fourth quarter. The Clippers were 7 for 18. 4 for 7 from the foul line. 3 for 20. 6 for 20 from the floor in the fourth quarter. The Clippers were 7 for 18. Paul George got it done down the stretch because they were bricking all over the place in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, Clippers 17-8 on the boards. 17-8 on the boards in the fourth quarter. Little bitty things, but again, the Rockets were up 93-88. 93-88 with 1:27 left after Jalen Green split his 2 free throws. Clippers came back, pick and roll, George and Zubac dunk. 93-90. KJ Martin had a floater in the paint, a 6-footer in the paint, left it short. Let me say that again. Had a 6-footer in the paint, left it short. A 6-footer. Great shot. He missed it. Why take Alp out? Because he couldn't defend the pick and roll. That's why. He could not defend the pick and roll. We saw the same game, right? Again, 93-90. KJ Martin in the paint, a 6-footer, and he missed it. Chance for the Rockets to go up 5. With a minute and change left. He missed it. Clippers got the rebound. Clippers called timeout. After timeout, Paul George hit a 3-pointer, try the game up. All right. Then after timeout, Paul George stole the ball from Eric Gordon. We can say Eric Gordon lost it, whatever. Went to the vet. Eric Gordon lost the ball. PG took it from him, whatever you want to say. But then the final shot for the Clippers, Paul George, that was a tough-ass shot. He hit over Eric Gordon. Fading away on the baseline, that was a hell of a shot he made. So, come on. They were right there. Missed a shot in the paint. Missed free throws in the fourth quarter. I've said it a few times. The Rockets, would you all agree they were competitive tonight? They were right there, but didn't do enough to seal the deal and get the victory. They were right there. Right there. Would you want Coach Silas to go to Jalen Green and his 4 for 17? Jalen Green finally started attacking the basket. But he struggled making shots from the outside. Come on. Let me put up the numbers again. You see the numbers going scrolling across the screen. Al P, 4 for 8. 6 for 6 from the line. 9 boards, 3 assists. Scoot, 5 for 13 from the floor. So he didn't shoot well. 5 boards, 5 assists. Jalen Green again, 4 for 17. So he's been what? 4 for 17, 4 for 18, and 5 for 19 his last 3 games. He finally went to the line more than 4 times. 7 free throw attempts, but he missed 3 of them. Rockets lost by 2. He made those 3, Rockets win, right? Okay. Jayshawn Tate out. Ankle injury. Aggravated again. Kawhi's not going to play Wednesday. The Clippers are struggling. Their offense is a mess if it's not involving Paul George. Reggie Jackson, he's in a funk. He's hurt, injured, and he's too stubborn to pass the ball to other teammates. But man, it was right there. It was right there. I would have called Rockets going for a 3-pointer and win the game. That's what I wanted the Rockets to do. In a huddle, go for a game-winning 3 after the timeout. That's what I wanted them to do. But the next game, Wednesday, against the Clippers at home, will be in Houston, yes. So that's young teams go through. Coach Silas went with his vet down the stretch. Eric Gordon lost the ball, got it took from him, and then missed a layup. He missed a left-hand layup. Chance to tie the game. So let me go through all the names. Thank everybody who's here. Brandon Thomas, Jesse L. Burden. That's a new name I have not seen. Yugi, how you doing? Luke, how are you? Lizard Man, Justin Singleton, Alex Smith, Solo, how are you? Gary Bankston, Steven Fernandez, Brandon Thomas. Like I said, Paul George, for a minute, a 90-second span in the fourth quarter, he was awful. Turnovers, awful. But he came through in those final 2 minutes. That's what superstars do. Eric Gordon, up until the final minutes of the game, final minute, he had played well, had 2 blocked shots, solid defense. And I'm thinking to myself, yep, now is the time to trade Eric Gordon. Trade Eric Gordon. Now's the time. 5 for 11, 2 for 4 from 3, 2 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocked shots. But that turnover down the stretch. And I think one good reason to trade Eric Gordon is you don't have to call him for plays down the stretch because he won't be here. But hey, that's hey, y'all know how I think about that. So Eric got fouled. Still missed the layup. It's the NBA. Missed the layup. Mike Will, how you doing? Usman Garuba was so sensational this evening. Sensational. He was a spark plug. Great job. 8 boards in 10 minutes of action. Kept possessions alive. Some good defense. Got a block shot. Daishen Nix did not embarrass himself this evening. So that's a step in the right direction. 1 for 2 from 3. 2 boards, 2 assists in 9 minutes. Had a steal as well. I mean, they were right there. Tari Eason, 2 for 7 from the floor. So he's going through a funk right now, making shots. Jabari, 2 for 8 from the floor, 5 boards. So he's also struggling right now, 30 minutes of action. All that, the struggles from Tari Eason, Jabari, Jalen Green, and they still had a chance to get this dub. And Paul George took it from him. Took it from him. He took it from him. I mean, literally. He took the ball from Eric Gordon, and then he made a tough game-winning basket over Eric Gordon. Oh, hell of a shot, man. That was a hell of a shot. That's good defense. So why decide to continue to play Matthews over Josh Christopher for the 3-point threat? That's all I'm going to say. The 3-point threat. Jacob, 4 minutes. Did not attempt a shot. Garrison Matthews, 15 minutes, only attempted 2 shots. So both of those are kind of surprising. So anybody I've seen, where's Terry? Terry agent from New Zealand. Where is he? Because I'm still drinking. It's early in the morning. So what? I'm still drinking. But Jabari over Garden Paul George. I mean, equivalent. Paul George might have backed Jabari down more. Who knows? That was still a tough shot Paul George hit. Okay. And for right now, EG is the Rockets' best one-on-one defender right now. Right now. That will change. But, again, little bits here and there. Some missed free throws here. Didn't get a board there. Just little things. Little things, and this is why the Rockets lost. I mean, look at this. 50-48 in the paint for the Rockets. 16-3 in second chance points. Clippers had the edge. 22-14 in fast break points. This game was ugly. Ugly. But it had 19 lead changes and 11 ties. Very competitive ball game. Players on both sides struggled to make shots, but it was competitive down to the wire. So that's where we are. I mean, I'm with Alex on that. That shot Paul George hit was a hell of a shot. Hell of a shot. Rockets, and see, comment like this from Justin. Let me get it right here. If the Rockets missed a lot of easy shots, how is that Coach Silas's fault? If they got good shots and they miss them, I think the coach, the offense was executed well. They missed shots. Now, there were times in this game, trust me, there were times in this game when the Rockets did not pass the ball, did not move, were standing still, looking at each other, and offense was stagnant. Agreed. Too many times like that. Too many. But that's also on the players, too. You saw the Clippers do it as well in the fourth quarter. That's a veteran team doing it. So it happens. You really believe that coaches don't design good plays for the players? And then the players just like, well, we're gonna do our own thing. I mean, some of the shots the Clippers jacked up in that fourth quarter were awful. Paul George was the only Clipper rolling. Yet, Reggie Jackson, I'm gonna take it upon myself. Marcus Morris, I got this. I'm gonna do this. Paul George got it done. He came through. So, but it's a good question. Let me see, Mike, what I'm missing from you? What's your inquiring minds would like to know? Garrett Matthews, Rockets, these first 8 games, Garrett Matthews has shot well once from 3-point range. Right? I don't think he made 3 threes 2 games ago. Other than that, he was 1 for 2 from 3. So tonight, well, Monday night. But Paul George tried to cook him a few times on when he had the ball, and Garrett Matthews was trying to guard him. And let me stress, trying to guard him. So Jabari struggling to make shots. Jalen Green struggling to make shots. That's 2 of your young core. If they struggle, the Rockets going to have problems, tough problems, winning games. But they were right there. Brandon Thomas, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to try to be consistent with it. You don't have to draw a lot of plays in the NBA. If I had got the right personnel, I could run a pick and roll 85% of the time and win. Pick and roll, simple. Pick and roll. I got the right person setting the screen. I can do pick and pop, or got a person who can roll, lob threat. I ain't got to call a whole bunch of plays. Pick and roll. I'll tell you what I'm going to run. We're going to run pick and roll right here on the left side. You ain't going to stop it. A well-run pick and roll can't be stopped. You got a point guard knows what he's doing. Big man who can shoot, a big man who can roll. You can't stop it. You may make it difficult, but a well-run pick and roll is one of the oldest plays in the history of the NBA, history of basketball. Why? Because it works. Because it's effective. You don't have to overcomplicate this stuff in the NBA. And then, other than pick and roll, move without the ball. Read the defense. Cut. That bounce pass Alp got Jalen Green when he cut past Paul George. That's basketball IQ. You don't need anybody to draw that up. Read the defense. Your defender's leaning one way, go back door. Pass, your teammate sees it, pass, back door. Layup, dunk. You don't have to overcomplicate this stuff. Okay? The Rockets out of timeouts. Timeout situations. Baseline out of bounds. Sideline out of bounds. Okay, draw things like that. But beyond that, I run pick and roll, left, right, middle, top of the key, and just keep rolling. keep rolling. So I understand that. That's what I'm getting to about the players. The players, the Rockets, they don't do that. They don't read the defense enough. That's on them. Look at KJ Martin, the success he has. He moves well without the ball. Rockets see more of that. Any guys who move well without the ball. So, it's a fine line that Rockets have a lot of one-on-one players. One-on-one basketball looks good when the shot goes in. But when it doesn't, it looks ugly. A lot of standstill. Rockets got corner threes. Missed them. So, LP coming in, staying in the game offensively. And I'm going to say this as well. It's also on the players. Because Ron Hollins mentioned it during the broadcast. LP has to work for the ball sometimes. Okay, he's got to demand the ball. He's got to go down the block and demand the ball. He's got to post up and demand the ball. He's got to see a mismatch and go down low and take advantage of it. He should not rely on Steven Silas, John Lucas, Lionel Hollins, and the coaches to yell at him to get his ass on the block. He's got to do that. That's IQ. That's knowing your personnel, your opponent's personnel. You got to do that. He's got to do that. Zubac, 5 fouls, drop coverage most of the game. Jalen Green struggled in the mid-range, struggled outside. That scoop shot he made was a hell of a shot. Jesse, thank you very much. Hit me up. How can I do it? Just send me a message. My email is on my YouTube page. It's on there, and I'll send a scroll to it as well. But yeah, appreciate that. But yeah, the dream shake, the slow, smooth version of the dream shake was excellent. LP got great footwork. He's smooth. LP is smooth. He's not quick, but he still gets things done. So that's what I'm saying. Edgar G, a new name there. Thank you for chiming into the show. Appreciate it. It's late night for all of us. So these newcomers to the show, this new family, this is great. I'm loving it. And if you're new to the show, this is KG After Dark. If you're an adult of legal drinking age, cheers to you, because trust me and believe, I'm enjoying my Cohen right now. You hear the ice clanking around in my cup, my Rockets Media Swag cup. Yep. Media gift from Rockets last year. I keep it clean for times like this. Edgar. Silas is not going anywhere. Now. He's not going to be fired right now. Not going to happen. They're not going to fire him in November. It's not happening. Now, I'll say it again. I said it after the last time game against Phoenix. Tillman Fertitta said in the offseason, he expects the Rockets to win more games than last season. Well, that's a simple statement. That's a statement that he's expecting them to win more games than last season. If they don't, Steven Silas will be fired. Period. That's not what happened now. So frustrating. Oh, hey, I get it. I'm not a fan, but it's frustrating. But what would he gain firing him now? They won 20 games last year. Steven Fernandez. I get it. I'm not on Silas train. How am I on Silas train? If he doesn't win 20 games, he's going to be fired. And he should be fired. Period. Simple thing. Tillman said, period. He expects them to win more games than last season. They won 20 last year. They won 19, Steven Silas will be fired. They won 20, he'll be fired. Simple. Steven Silas said himself he expects them to win more games this year. That's on him. He said it. He knows it. He's expecting that. But a lot of fans on this stream, on this show, in Let's Talk Houston Rockets, a lot of y'all did not think they'd win this game against the Clippers. Didn't think they had a chance at all. I said yesterday I believe they would win one of these two games against the Clippers. And they damn near got it done tonight. They were right there to get the Clippers and give the Clippers an L. Right there. They get it done. Is Steven Silas perfect as a head coach? Hell no. Hell no. Does he have room for improvement? Hell yes. But he's not going to be fired in November. I don't see it. I don't see Tillman paying 2 staffs for that. That's what I'm saying. I don't see that happening. So, thank you for respecting the channel. I appreciate it. Hey, we're not going to always agree, and that'd be boring if all we did was agree on this channel. I don't want that. I'm coming from my perspective. You guys are coming from your perspective. I respect that. And again, I'm not a fan of the Rockets. Okay, I'm media. I cover the Rockets. I'm not going to be one of those colleagues that say we this, we that. I'm not a player. I call it like I see it. The Rockets are right there and did not seal the deal and get this dub. Right there. Jason Nix has had 1 good game out of 8. Well, he missed, back issues. But so that's what Edgar G. I don't know who those folks are. I don't know if that's social media or what have you. Eric Gordon calling the play. He got a layup, and he missed the layup. He missed the layup. Did he get fouled? Okay. Should have been and 1 then. But he missed the layup. So it's not, these are not tank moves. Okay. The Rockets are, how are you tanking 8 games into the season? The Rockets are not tanking at game 8. Okay. Jalen Green did not miss the free throws he missed because he's tanking. Okay. That is not players. Pro players worth their salt want to win. They're competitors. Okay, they're competitors. Mike Will, I didn't see the Pistons Bucks game. I saw Detroit lost by 2. I don't know if they made a run or had a chance, win, tie, whatever. But before Sunday against the Warriors and tonight against the Bucks, Detroit, their defense was trash. They looked like garbage. Their defense was worse than the Rockets prior to these last 2 games. But the Rockets are not tanking right now. Josh Primo needs to get his life together. Because what's been reported is true. He has a long way to go before he's back in the NBA. A long way to go. He wasn't in foul trouble. LP in the final. Let's see. Rockets got the ball in last possession with. Let me see. Get it accurate here. With 6 seconds, I think it was 6.3 seconds left. And Eric Gordon got a layup attempt. And he missed it. So how much better could LP have done? But again, Tate re-injured. I don't like re-aggravated because that sounds redundant. He aggravated the ankle again, so that's why he's out tonight. Ty's dealing with a knee sprain. No timetable on his return. Not sure how serious a setback this is for Tate with the ankle. But if aggravating his ankle is problematic, that he caused him to miss a game here and there, then the ankle isn't ready yet. It's not 100% like they thought. So they're going to test it Tuesday and then see if he can play Wednesday. But, if he rolled it and in little thing and he keeps having ankle issues, then they need to sit him down. I was told about J. Kidd calling out Christian Wood. Yeah, I saw that, Gary. Kawhi, he's going to miss Wednesday's game, and whenever the Clippers play the Spurs, if it's Thursday or Friday, these next 2 games for the Clippers. So his maintenance, he's apparently still having issues with his knee. So it's going to be a while before he's right and close to 100%. So, So that's, the cyborg isn't ready yet. He's not healthy yet. So Ty is the only true. Jesse, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Ty is a. Ooh, what? Thank you for that comment. Where was the comment? Where would it go? Where did it go? Brandon. I mean, that's true. It's factual. Ty is the Rockets' real point guard. But in today's NBA, how many true point guards are there? Teams nowadays have more lead guards and point guards. Scoot had let's go. Let me see. Let me get back to it. He had turnover wise, he only had 2. 5 assists, two turnovers. So that's a 2-to-1 ratio. I like it better than that. The Rockets, for the first time in I think their last 5, they did not have double-digit turnovers in the first half. They had 8. They finished the game with, I think, 15. And the Clippers scored 21 points off those 15 turnovers. So that's not good. The Rockets scored 14 points off the Clippers' 14 turnovers. So you'd like to win that battle. So, I agree with, let me go with this. Jabbar needs to be more aggressive on offense. And he needs to learn how to react to mismatches. And this is not a cop-out for Stephen Silas. He does not want to call a lot of plays. He wants the Rockets to be able to read and react to the defense. But you got to have enough experience to be able to correctly read and react to a defense. Jabbar's got to know what to do. And the same thing with him. If Luke Kennard is on him, walk his short self down on the block and post him up. You should need the coach to call that play from the sideline. You should be able to see you got a man 6'4" on you. Go down on the block, post him up. Read reaction. DJ Augustine was a point guard, 2-point guard. He's not here. So, like I said, Halliburton, technically, I mean, Cade Cunningham is he a true point guard or is he a lead guard? Whatever he is, he needs to cut down the turnovers. Because no, I saw he had 5 tonight and 7 assists. That's not good enough. So young guards struggle with turnovers. It's not just the Rockets, but the Rockets' philosophy is they want to make guards into lead guards. Ty, when he gets healthy, even I think when Ty gets healthy and his knee gets right, he's going to be down in the G League. Probably, first in a rehab stint and then to get comfortable and get his confidence in the offense before he comes back up to the NBA. Yeah, DJ is not playing in the league right now, Brandon. He has not lasted on with the team yet. So I'm not sure if he's officially retired and sending his papers, but I know he's not lasted on with the team yet. Jeff Van Gundy, head coach, after the season, JBG's in town. He lives here. I've seen him at UH practice a couple times. I think style of play is, if his coaching philosophy has changed, maybe, but if it hasn't, if it's old school like it was when he was first here with the Rockets, no. Not a good fit with this young team and the type of players the Rockets have on the roster now. So there's a lot, to. Okay, I'm going to ask you this. We know Kawhi is not going to play Wednesday when the Clippers come to Houston to play the Rockets. What do you think the Rockets will do in Wednesday's game? Edgar, let me answer the question. Too much ISO. Like I said, yes, they do rely on it. But it looks bad when it doesn't work. The Clippers did too. Paul George did. It did. So the Rockets, and we can debate what I'm about to say in this sense. Steven Silas wants the players to play faster, wants them to play. I mean, he said it in games, pre-game availability, post-game media sessions. He does not want to call out of plays. So when the Rockets offense bogs down, we could get into the debate of should he make KPJ Scoot play faster, or make Jalen Green move the ball more, or make them cut more, or take them out of the game if they don't. If they get too ISO, take them out of the game. Maybe he should do that. That's what we're saying. So I think John Wall will play Wednesday. Yes. KJ Martin, he had a lot of success tonight, scoring 23 points in, kind of small ball five, just small ball lineups. I think the move to small forward has helped him a lot more. He has really done even in preseason when Jayshawn Tate was out, KJ has done a great job taking advantage of the minutes he's gotten. He's done a great job with that. I mean, he's been the Rockets' most consistent player thus far in these 8 games. And we could say if that's good or bad, but that's a fact. 20 minutes, 45 seconds a night, he scored 23 points, had 6 rebounds, and 2 block shots. 2 for 8 from 3. I'd rather him shoot probably 4 or 5 threes, not more than that. 7 for 9 on 2s, but the one floater he missed in the closing moments, chance to put the Rockets up, put him up 5. It was with his left hand too, so I don't know. Wish he wouldn't have done that. But the Rockets, I forgot. I think it was, who was it? I think it was DJ Augustine said it a while ago. A lot of teams want to play fast. They do. A lot of teams want to play fast, but a lot of teams don't know how to play fast. Don't know how to play fast correctly and effectively. And the Rockets are that. So they have to learn how to play fast. They missed a few transition opportunities this evening. I mean, that's on them. That's on the players. KPJ and Jayshawn said at media day that they would love to get out and run, get stops, defensive stops, secure the defensive board, and run. Scoot said, why should we call plays if we can score in transition? Yeah, that's a great point. But you got to get stops and get the defensive board, and then make the right decisions in transition to score in transition. They're struggling to do that. So, Brandon, I don't think it's an excuse. They're playing too slow. He wants them to play fast, but again, opponents know the Rockets want to play fast. So many times opponents do a great job of getting back down court and beating Rockets down the floor. So I think Jalen Green is adjusting to being the number one man on team scouting reports. He needs to get back to a mid-range game when his three-point shot is not falling. I like the fact he took 7 free throws Monday night. He just missed 3 of them. And that's an issue. So now Silas's offensive style is a little different than D'Antoni. D'Antoni was the 7 seconds or less. That was his dream. A lot of teams in the NBA is very much more up-tempo, faster pace than previous years. That's why you're seeing a lot of higher scoring games. Teams scoring 118, 120, 125, 130, 135. They're playing faster. So faster pace combined with more 3-point shot attempts, as long as you make them at a good percentage, your scoring numbers will be up. But Jalen Green, this road trip, young fella struggled to make shots. He struggled to make shots. I think he'll be fine. He was frustrated. We could see him being frustrated with the shots not falling tonight. So it got to him a little bit. Hey, just got to fight through it. Just take good shots. Take good shots. Keep being aggressive. They'll fall. Tari Eason. And Jalen Green, again, missed a dunk. So I want to say he's missed a dunk attempt, hell, at least the last 3 games, I think. That's weird. I don't know if that's bad luck, small hands. I don't know. Both. I don't know. But the main thing is not get down on yourself, not get down on your teammates. Keep the belief in the locker room. Keep the trust in your coaching staff. And get through this. Keep competing. Tonight's game, Rockets, they battled. They competed. They didn't shoot well, but they still gave themselves a chance to win because they played well on defense. And they competed on defense. That's a step in the right direction, is to compete. Because after Friday's loss in Portland, in that first half, which was a disgrace, and the Blazers pumped them in the first half, and I said so. That's not been the case the second half of Portland in these last 2 games. So they're getting there. They just have not been rewarded with a W yet. But it's coming. And there's a chance the Clippers may make adjustments, whatever, and say, hey, these young Rockets give us trouble, and may come out and try to prove a point Wednesday in Houston. They might. Doesn't mean the Clippers will win, but they're going to try to prove a point to these youngsters. So, Jalen Green, it was good to see Jalen Green and Scoot take the challenge to defend PG on occasion. That's good. That's a positive. Tata's dealing with a knee sprain. So he's got to get that knee right. And until he gets the knee right, we're going to see Daisha Nix on the floor. So, I guess officially now that the Rockets are 1-7, they do have the worst record in the NBA based on percentage. So, yeah, hell, most losses or whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, probably so. But it's all right. The Rockets may also have played the most road games so far, too. So it'll all even out. It's going to be a little bit before it evens out, because after Wednesday's home game, they're going to go back on the road for 4. So going to be some struggles. Just keep fighting, keep competing, and keep believing you'll get it done. They'll get it done. I believe that. I'm going to maintain that. Utah's playing very well. Utah's got a veteran team, which helps. Lauri Markkanen is playing excellent basketball. he did not shoot well in the 2 games against the Rockets. But he's playing well. But they look at Utah's roster and how many vets they have up and down the lineup. Much more vets and good vets than the Rockets compared to the Rockets. Willie Cauley-Stein got to get himself right in the G League with the Vipers. And if he does, he'll be up. But I'm not sure how much of a difference he would make. And once Bruno gets healthy, once his knee recovers, Willie Cauley-Stein won't take Bruno's minutes. And maybe if at some point Willie Cauley-Stein comes back, to the NBA, to the Rockets, the big boy team, maybe the Rockets will do something with Boban, as in let him go. I think that's a little bit down the line. Josh Christopher, what Jacob get tonight? 4 minutes. 4 minutes. And I'm surprised he didn't take a shot in those 4 minutes. He got 1 assist. So his minutes are kind of up and down. That's going to be hard for him to get a good rhythm and play consistently well when his minutes aren't consistent. So that's going to be an issue for him. And maybe he'll at some point take Garrison Matthews' minutes. Not yet. We'll see about that. Josh Christopher, he has a turnover issue as well that he needs to correct. So it's big, it's issues. Most of the Rocket players have had issues or are going through stuff right now. Jabari Smith struggling to make shots. Jalen Green's in a shooting slump. KPJ is not consistent game in, game out yet. Eric Gordon can't play back-to-back games. Garrison Matthews, I know he said he worked on his defense in the offseason. That was his goal. Yeah. Yeah. I am not a Rockets fan, Steven Fernandez. No. And I'm just, you are a new member to the family of the Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel. I am not a Rockets fan. I am not a fan of any local team that I cover. I'm not a fan of any team I cover. Got to be objective as media. I take it very serious. Media credential is important to me. It's credential. I'm not a fan. I cover the team objectively. So no, I'm not a big Rockets fan. Last time I was a Rocket fan was when Ralph Sampson made that flip shot, beat the Lakers, and Michael Cooper collapsed to the court. That was the last time I was a Rockets fan. It was a long, long time ago. Soon after that, I became a Detroit Pistons fan and have been that way ever since. So that's a quick bit of history right there for the folks who are new to the show and to the family. So Boban, Mike Will, you're one of the few folks who are asking for Boban to get any minutes. So I don't know about that. So, and yeah, Bojan getting the 2-year extension with Detroit was smart. He likes being there. He's been the best shooter so far. And I think he's going to be a good piece to help the young guys next season continue whatever success they have this season. So, but yeah, I'm not sure why Josh Christopher is not getting more minutes than Garrison Matthews. Maybe Garrison Matthews is getting it done in practice and Josh isn't. Could be as simple as that. So, we do, for the most part, believe Garrison Matthews is a better three-point shooter than Josh Christopher. But Josh is a better overall player than Garrison Matthews. But, the Rockets did exercise the 3rd-year option on Jacobs' contract, rookie deal. So he's still part of their future in that sense. Derek Favors, how? I mean, he couldn't do any worse than Boban. I'll say that. But Derek has not signed with the team yet. But, I was surprised when the Rockets let Derek Favors go. So, Spellervision, that's a new name. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the show. This late night edition, very late night, early morning edition of Let's Talk Houston Rockets post-game style. Do I think someone's picking up the 20th pick from the Spurs? The Spurs have really surprised me with a great start so far to this young season. We'll see how long it lasts. Oh, no. Yeah, I appreciate you subscribing. I'm glad you joined the show at 1 o'clock in the morning. That's what I'm saying. It's early or late. Wherever part of the world you are in. You got Brazil and New Zealand. I haven't seen my fan from London joining the show, joining the discussion. But yeah, 11 p.m. And where are you? If it's 11 p.m. where you are, yeah, where are you? You're on the West Coast? Huh. Oh, great. I tell you, Houston Roundball Review, local name, global perspective. I really appreciate that. I really do. Let's discuss that. About needing a vet. Rockets needing a vet. They got a vet, Eric Gordon. Do the Rockets adding more vets want to take their the minutes away from the youngsters? I don't know. Kemba Walker, he wouldn't. Especially in the backcourt. I don't want the Rockets to add another vet to the backcourt because it just takes away minutes from the young backcourt. No. I don't like that. Somebody in the front court, okay, but not in the backcourt. Terry, are you drinking that rum? So that bottle you showed me a picture of looked really, really nice. Look really good. Brandon says he does not want Eric playing on Wednesday. Well, I mean, it's not a back-to-back, so chances are he's going to play Wednesday. I'm not sure about Jayshawn Tate and Jayshawn's ankle. Check the injury report and see, Brandon. That's why I'm consistent, Brandon. I'm going to drink after every road game. The Rockets are young. I mean, we know it. Y'all know it. 7 players last 2 drafts. So that's rookies and 4 second-round players right there. That's damn near half the roster is in the first or second year in the NBA. So, growing pains. That's what we're seeing right now. That's what I believe. That's what we're seeing right now is growing pains. So, and they're right there. Up 93-88 after Paul George had 3 turnovers in less than 2 minutes to help the Rockets take a lead. Well, the Rockets took advantage of it. But 93-88 with 1:27 left. Jalen Green made the first free throw, missed the second. Paul George got the rebound. Clippers came down, pick and roll with PG and Zubac. Zubac rolled to the hoop, caught a great pass, a tough pass from PG. Then got a dunk. And KJ Martin missed a floater in the paint, a 6-footer. Zubac got the rebound. Clippers called timeout. Reggie Jackson comes in the game for Zubac. Paul George hit the pull-up 3-pointer, tie the game up at 93 with 40 seconds left. Rockets call timeout. Eric Gordon gets the ball. Paul George steals it. E.g. loses it, bobbles it, whatever you want to call it. Timeout Clippers. And then PG, against some real good defense by Eric Gordon, made a tough 15-foot fadeaway for the 95-93 lead. So, man. But what I miss here, Brandon? Yeah, that's the thing. You can't rush it. You can't rush. You can't fast forward through the process. You can't, skip steps. This is all. I mean, it was right there. It was right there. Had a chance to win, and Paul George redeemed himself after he had 3 turnovers in 2 minutes and came through down the stretch with a steal, a 3-pointer, assist, then a game-winning basket. Hey, that's why he's considered one of the best players in the NBA when he's on, because that turnover stretch he had was ugly. It's like, damn, Paul, what are you doing, man? He was pressing right there. So, other than, I'll agree with this, and we're being specific. The Rockets' defense was good, except for Garrett Matthews. Agreed. I agree with that. Yeah. Smell-o-vision. I'm not putting this loss on Stephen Silas. Now, Blizzard man, I don't know where he went. He made a first comment for today's show, and I haven't seen him since. But the Rockets are right there. Now, we could, if you want to say Coach Silas should have gone to somebody other than Eric Gordon with 40 seconds left on the clock in the fourth quarter. Well, actually, let's see, 30 seconds left after the timeout. 36 seconds left after the timeout. Who? He went with his vet. He had trust in Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon got stripped. So, and I mean, Ryan Hollins said it best. Whoever Paul George is guarding, go stand in the corner. So, because I think PG had 6 steals too in the game. So, I mean, hey, but one reason on the final possession for the Clippers, Coach Silas had Eric Gordon on PG because he's strong enough. I mean, he made Paul George work for that shot. I mean, he banged him, he bumped him, and I mean, he pushed Paul George away from a bucket to make that shot. I think PG would have backed down Jabari Tarr-Eason easier than he did Eric Gordon. Which can't take it back. And then if he would have started out with Tari or Jabari initially on Paul George, then the Clippers would have run a high screen, Rockets would have switched, and then it would have been PG on whoever the other person was. They were going to go at Eric Gordon or somebody shorter. So, who knows what would have happened. But John Wall, I'm assuming John's going to play Wednesday. I doubt he's going to go. He won't go for 40, Brandon. But John Wall, he's probably going to, I'll say plead, but speak up from his chest that he wants to play Wednesday in Houston against the Rockets. And then we'll see what he does. Then we'll see. As long as he doesn't try to overdo it and press, and do too many things and get out of the offense. But looking forward to it. Looking forward to that matchup. Looking forward to what John Wall does if he gets a chance to play. Hopefully he will. Hopefully it'll be another competitive game. I mean, this game had, 19 lead changes tonight? Yeah. 11 ties and 19 lead changes. Man. It wasn't a pretty game. This game was kind of games I like. I like grimy, dirty, ugly-looking games, physical games. I like those kind of games. Games that are right around 100 points, not these pickup playground games that we see a lot of in the NBA now. Rockets were right there. Had a chance to get the dub, get win number 2, and just were not able to get it done down the stretch. Kawhi is load managing in October and will in November because he's not going to play Wednesday against Houston, and he won't play against the Spurs after that. His knee is not right. He's still having some issues. He wants to play, yes. Physically, he's not ready. And yep, this is, goes back to what I said about that trash performance Rockets put out on Friday in their first half against Portland. That first half against Portland, that second quarter specifically, the Rockets acted like, play like they didn't give a damn. I mean, they weren't competing. They were just going through the motions, disrespecting the opponent, taking the Blazers for granted. No Dame, yeah, whatever. We don't have to work hard. It's the NBA. Got to compete. Why have all the games been ugly? Because the Rockets are a young team. And the Rockets right now need to play games ugly. They got to play games ugly because they have not learned how to execute well offensively as a fine-tuned machine. First, and they're struggling to make shots, which adds to ugly games. So, yeah, that first half against Portland was yeah. The Blazers punked the Rockets Friday. Rockets have done better since then. They've improved since their first half against the Blazers. They were close against the Suns, closer against the Clippers. Just didn't get the W's. We'll see what they do Wednesday night at home in Houston. I'll be at Toyota Center. Got my credential, parking pass. I'll be there. And because I will be at the game, won't be post-game shows. Post-game shows will be for road games this season because I'll be at the game. And most of the time, I won't leave Toyota Center until like 11 o'clock or whatever, if that, and I'm still not even done working. So, but as always, I was planning to do 30 minutes tonight, and I'm past the hour mark. You guys are still here, awake, chiming in with your comments and your questions. I appreciate it, as always. We're going to do it again. Let's see, Rockets' next road game. Is it Friday? What is it, Friday? I think it's Friday, right? Rockets' next road game is Friday. Oh, no, Saturday. Rockets' next road game is Saturday. So I can use a break then. Okay. So Clippers on Wednesday at home. And then in Minnesota, Saturday, November 5th against the Timberwolves. So next show, Saturday's going to be a busy day, I think. Let me look at that again. 7 o'clock. So the channel might be full. So thank you very much for your time, your comments. As always, reminders, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to post some comments, post-game comments from my game, from the Rice Owls exhibition game that I was at Monday evening on campus. That'll be on the channel tomorrow because I think the Rockets will be off. Today will be off Tuesday. Probably have a light sheet around on Wednesday. So subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about the Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel. So 7 p.m. in New Zealand, Terry. Okay. This is great, man. Getting fans from all over the world chiming into the show, to the channel. That's much love, much appreciated to everybody. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Tell your friends to hit that like button. But yes, the Houston Roundball Review is more than the Rockets. So you will see Coug content on here. You will see Texans content on here. You will see Rice, TSU content on here, some Big 12 content. Be more of that for sure in the coming months. But trying to work on expanding my media empire of the Houston Roundball Review. Brandon, thank you very much for your consistency in your commentary. Much love to you, brother. So until Saturday, I will be doing some YouTube shorts between now and Saturday. So watch the channel for that. Subscribe to those. Trying to do my part with social media and do better. November is here, so college hoops is almost there. November 7th, college basketball starts for real. So thank you very much for everybody. Mike Will, Steven Fernandez, Brandon Thomas, Terry. Let me see, KDC. And everybody chimed in tonight. The new folks, Smell-O-Vision. Just going through Edgar G, Gary Bankston. All the comments that we got from a lot of different folks, Rocket fans this evening. Much love to each of you. Thank you very much. Until later on in the week, you guys take care. See ya. Peace.